Hi. So, right as I was trying to start the stream, I noticed that the battery eliminator for my mic pack that I wear had a connection issue, and I went and looked at the wire, and one of the two strands had disconnected. So, I'm just quickly rebuilding that here so we can move on to the actual topic for today. So let me just point you at this, because of course there was an issue right at the last possible moment. So yeah, I'm using this camera's, that one's microphone. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, I just need to solder some wires together. It's literally all we gotta do here. 2 for 1. Yeah, 2 for 1 repair stream. That's the silver lining. Yeah. Never mind the fact we've already done this once before. Actually, I need to get this like clean off because there's leftover wire from last time on there. Okay, so and it was what happened is the wire itself broke, the strands. So I apparently will be needing more strain relief this time, so I'm heating up the hot glue gun so I can maybe prevent this from happening again. That would sure be swell. So, yeah. That's what we got going on right now. So that's going to end up being your fault. I mean, maybe if I hadn't been wearing the mic pack for the last 2 hours, this might not have happened. Cobb, thank you for the Prime sub there and for 22 months there. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to put that one over all of this. And then, well, that technically fits. Okay, so that's good. That's better. Alright. It should be theoretically repaired right now, but now I got to make the repair actually, stick. So let's figure this out. All right. Kind of wish I'd put another bigger one on here, but oh Okay, so that one's going to be stuck in place there. Alright, now there really is not enough space to put another one of these. Okay, I'm running this one all the way up against the edge this time. All the way. This should put the flex on the heat shrink, which should be better. But what might also happen is that it just breaks the wire internally, and then I'm like super, well, boned. I have no idea how I'll solve that. Theoretically, this should open somehow, but I haven't succeeded in that. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now this should be able to go in here like this. Okay, and down. I don't like the down part, but that's a little more solid. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I don't need any hot glue. I think I've already done nipping. I think I just need to nip a little bit more here. That's better. Okay. We're going to go with that and hope for the best. Okay. On with Jeff Curley. 5 from A&D Vet Lost 5. Well, cool. Alright. And boom! It's live! Yay! Alright. So clip this on. And the big switch over. Good mic o'clock. There we go. Okay. Hi everyone. Okay, let's let the stream start proper now. I'm a cat. Thank you for the tier 1 sub there. Wow, 31 months. Holy moly, that's that many months. Thank you. Okay. Ouch. What do you mean ouch? Okay. What are we doing here? Dialed it down from 11. Oh, is the other mic loud or quiet? Sorry. Anyway, this is correct volume now. Okay. RIP headphone users, my apologies. Anywho, this thing, that's a typewriter. It don't work. But it doesn't work in a weird way. The bad microphone is the one built into the camera, which should in theory not be that bad. But Nakalak there, thank you for the Prime sub and for 30 months. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is that's gooey. Ew. That's a Juki Sierra typewriter. Pretty much guarantee only one of you has ever heard of it, and you heard of it from me. So the deck talk is on. Can you guys not hear the deck talk? Because you should be able to. Guilty, yes. I'll test the deck talk here. Hold on. I'm hearing the deck talk. Why would you all not be hearing it, though? Yeah, it's not coming through for you. Why? Wait a minute. I did something different. It's not this, is it? Property. No, hold on. You didn't hear it there, right? Why is it... How is it not showing up? One moment. Um. Uh. I don't know how you are not hearing it. I can hear it. That's the thing that's really weirding me out. This goes to that. That's plugged into this. This should be on. Check fader. I mean, the fader's up. I can see it. Also, I couldn't hear it if the fader was off. Can you do infinite recursive camera? No, because that's hardware. It's not OBS. It's all hardware. That's the thing. The deck talk goes through hardware. If you can hear me, you should be able to hear it. That's what is super confusing here. There is here. This is the deck talk input. In theory, that you wouldn't be able to hear it. That you should. I can hear it. I don't hear it through this. I hear it through the mixer down here that the deck talk is plugged into. This fader is the deck talk. That is the audio output that I use to listen to it. This cable that's coiled up right there is the one that you guys hear it through. The deck talk and audio, like here, actually, look at this. Hold on. Watch for the VU meters to bounce when the deck talk talks. I'm going to do it now.
Test. End of line.
It worked. But apparently you don't hear it. I agree you don't hear it. I don't see the meters on OBS moving.
Test. End of line.
You heard that? I don't even know. I give up. All right, this is a typewriter. It's use the clickety clack and the things. In theory, in practice, it doesn't. So let me plug it in, and you'll see why it doesn't. It almost works, and that's very frustrating because I would prefer it to like actually work. Okay. That's so annoying. All right, I would like the color to actually be correct here, because...
Oracoon says CHER 100- I was using up one of my holiday days. Do I need to pre-approve them before I go? End of line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's start again from scratch here. This is a Juki Sierra typewriter. It is not an IBM Selectric. It is, however, compatible with IBM Selectric type elements. If I take this ball off, I didn't notice that. That's amazing. This one here is actually labeled Juki, but if I went and grabbed a type ball off of an IBM Selectric, it would be compatible. I did not realize I got a Juki type ball with it. That is incredible. The cartridge is not IBM compatible, and because of that, I'm actually going to be removing it here.
CHER 100 quantum deck talk needs to be observed to actually exist. End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits, I'm a cat. This is unique. No Selectric has a 2-color ribbon, so that's super unique, and also probably irreplaceable. So that's cool. We can turn it on here. And it no worky. It doesn't do anything. The motor spinning, I hear it. If I press shift, it moves, and it gets even weirder because if I press space, or was it tab, it will actually move. if I give it pressure. And then if I press return, it won't unless I lock it. It's real weird. So yeah, tab, it tries to move, and then I have to push it. And once it gets past that, it will actually return, but this is the weird part. I have to get it to the point where it's locked, and then it will fully return on its own. It doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what the problem is. So today we're going to try and tear it apart and figure out what the problem is. So, there is going to be zero documentation about this thing. There's going to be zero people who have also worked on one because it's too weird. It's a very strange typewriter. So we're basically completely on our own here. So let's go over step number 1 on repairing any typewriter like this. We need to remove the platen. So we're going to flip this up. Now generally platens are removed by opening a latch, and then we can see this actuates the latch, and then we can release it. So that's how you do the left side. Flip this around, come over. We can see on the right side, same thing. Press that in, boom. With that, lift, and the platen's out. Thing just needs regreasing. Selectrics are cursed. Digital Ice Age, I don't know. They're a nightmare. So typewriters, the same problem as Deck Talk did. I don't know. All right, now there are 2 screws that we need to remove. Actually, then are there some along the front? No, that's right. There's plastic snaps on the front. That's super annoying. Okay, so there's a screw here. And these are some long screws, but we can leave them in the plastic. Okay, so there's that, but then it still doesn't come apart because there's actually plastic snaps along the edge. Unlike an actual Selectric, this, I'm going to center this carriage here, because it gets a little easier once you have these things flipped back to lift the plastic off. Unlike a Selectric, this is plastic, not metal, which is really cool because it makes it lighter. But they did the plastic snaps thing along the front, so it's snapped together. We're going to need guitar pick, spudger type thing to open a typewriter, which is weird. They even cloned the awful sound dampening foam. The sound dampening foam is good. It will crumble if you touch it, but don't touch it. All right, so we got to get in here. There we go, back there. Pop one there, and then I'm going to put a spudger here. That. Typewriter ejected the spudger. See, tri combinator is offset from, yeah. Made sure absolutely this thing wouldn't come apart by accident. Kind of, yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Keep going around. That one's kind of thin. Let's use this. Come on. Oh my gosh. Ah, come on. Ah, there we go. Okay, now I think I can, yeah, cram that in there. Come along the front. I think I can, yep, there we go. And now we just go towards the back and boom, the top comes off. This is so much smaller and more simple than a real Selectric. It's really, really cool. Okay. Also, not like a Selectric here, there is the main motor here. All right, so if I turn this on, we can see that running. There is a belt right there, but importantly, this is not a toothed belt, okay? That is a toothed belt. Never mind. Okay, I thought it wasn't. Weird. Also, that doesn't... Why does that spin freely? There's a clutch.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. You have to be able to engage or disengage the clutch in order to actually, whack stuff. The belt could be a possible issue, although it feels pretty darn good. Anyway, on Selectrics, there's a gear on the motor, and the gear is plastic. The motor shaft is metal. The gear shrinks over time, and then it cracks around it, and then you hear, when you turn on your Selectric, a thunk, 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 as the belt goes around the split gear, and it's really terrible. I don't think this is going to have that problem, but it's got other problems. So, yeah, is a tooth belt. Okay, so there is an issue that keeps happening, and I think I can demonstrate it, but it's going to take me a second to undo it. I need to figure out what I need to move. Is it this? No. Say I press that. No, that can't do the thing. Where is it?
FROSTPYTE 3D subbed as tier 1 and says 2 years. Something witty comment go here at the end of line.
Yep, Fuzzball, that is exactly why. Frostbite 3D, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 24 months. I appreciate that. Okay. There is... It's really hard to see, and I gotta find the exact right one in here. So you see all of these, okay? These come off of the keys, and then if I brighten this up, and we look down in there, it is... Let me grab a light. It's impossible to see. Okay, down in here, you can see the other side of these, and actually I should push this forward and point it down. I don't know. This is, again, it's very, very tough to see these. Kinda there. So if I press a key in this area, there we go, it will wiggle that, and what happens is when it's not jammed, that key will push that bar forward. But the problem is, right now, I think I pressed spacebar, and spacebar is currently jammed, and I don't remember where the bar for spacebar is. So now I got to figure that one out and unjam it. So, give me, I think it's right here. Okay, there we go. So, I want to find a key. Okay. Hold on. Okay. We're going to do this one more time. Look down in here. But watch this. I'm going to press 9, and you see it sticks. I cannot press any other key down while that's down like that, but I can fully depress 9. If I press this back, then I can press down any other key. And then enter does work, or not. Enter works if it gets past, this. Hold on. That's right, that's weird. There we go. Okay. Get this all the way past. Now, I can ratchet it. Bingo, and enter will take it away. It's super weird. It is super duper weird. So, something in this area is probably jammed or gummed up, or something like that. And I gotta figure out what. Need some dismantling and leaving to soak in a bucket of simple green. Kind of. That might be a solution. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I gotta keep those flipped down. So, yeah, we gotta figure this out. I believe, yes. Okay. So, those of you who never worked on a typewriter, in the back of the case is how the tabs are set. So back here, we have a comb. And I have a feeling someone opened this thing. So I'm gonna move the carriage up a little bit. So that's the carriage. Now there's a lever, tab clear and set. And you can see how that rotates that forwards and backwards. There's this metal tab here that's poking out. And that is how you clear or set the tab position on there. These seem kind of jammed up. Like there's multiple next to each other that are jammed. That's a little strange. But, Missed the most part of the explanation? I don't know. Am I early? Never get this content recommended on YouTube? Well, first off, welcome. I wouldn't say you're early. We've just started. We've only been live for 30 minutes, and the first 20 of that was fixing my mic. But we're currently working on diagnosing this typewriter. You know what? I'm going to bump the ISO up a level here. Tab stops might be too far out. I don't think they're too far out. Oiling it with an oil is too viscous. Yeah, that's very possible. I definitely have at least one Selectric. Actually, I have a green Selectric that someone did that too. I was very disappointed because green's a rare color. It might also have a bad tilt pulley though, which is another thing I'm hoping this is immune to. But no, what's going on with this thing is a little weirder. It's very, very strange. But anyway, that's how the tabs work on the rear, is those that comb thing. So, something else that I have not mentioned yet about this is, unlike the actual Selectric, this is made in Japan. So it's kind of weird. It is just made for the US market mostly, but by a Japanese company. So, yeah, our next step may be removing the rubber feet, which I believe will allow us to take the entire mechanism out. So I'm going to turn it off and turn off the power strip it's plugged into as well. I'm going to grab this, though, and hang this so I can get to it more easily. Oh, for giggles, the motor is drawing 50 watts. That's so much power for a typewriter. Okay. Just one moment. I'm making this possible to safely turn off and on beyond the power switch that's on it so we can work on it. Here we go. Now, if this were a Selectric, when you remove the feet, there are actually plastic knobs, kind of. There's plastic nylon feet that can be put onto the bare chassis to have it freestanding. No such thing exists for this, and it doesn't look like the official IBM Selectric ones would be compatible. Anyway, it's kind of funny. I have a lot of Selectrics, and many of them have the service feet installed. All the time. And they're not supposed to be. Okay, that one's not going to work. Okay. I'm just going to loosen these top ones, and then we'll remove these. Okay. Is that it? No. It's a screw retained. Bigger Phillips bit, maybe. Oh, that's way better. Okay, there we go. I was thinking it was German, Juko, not Juki. Yeah, probably oil it with US oil, not Japanese oil. Okay. I think the feet might be retained. Okay, I'm going to support... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll hang it off the front. There. Okay. Now I can fully undo this. All right. So I believe, yes, the rear is free. One last screw. All right. Okay, that one managed to barely hang on over here. Come on. There we are. More sound dampening. Some traces of oiling here. That's not a great sign, because that actually... Let's get a viscosity sampling on that. Would the data plate say the consumption would be? I have no idea. You had a Juki printer. Was it a daisy wheel, out of curiosity? Because I bet it was. Okay. Well, actually, I think I got all I need to know, because there's a glob of it right there. That's not a good sign. Okay, so it might just be gummed up. Oh my... No, that didn't seem too bad. No, that's really bad? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to guess it's gummed up. All right. Well, we have a plan of attack now, at least. We need to get it cleaned, which is a lot easier said than done. How do I want to handle this? I want to put it on its face, but I would rather not destroy it, but I also don't want to ruin whatever material I put it on, because it's going to be gross. All right. How about this foam sheet? Yeah, Juki pick and place is cool. Okay. Towel. And then gotta find a safe place to grab this. Okay, here and there. Ah. Whoa, okay. Platen guard. Those are fine. All right. Okay, so what do we have going on from underneath? Theoretically, I can still turn it on. I thought I turned off the power strip. I did not. Okay, good to know. Yeah, it's very, very oily, and there's some goo here. I don't like the goo part. Does that sound weird when turned on? Why does it not like running upside down? That's strange. Oh my gosh, these plastic gears are so complicated. There is oil all over the place where there almost definitely should not be oil. Somebody went to town. That is a spring completely coated in a glob of oil. All right. Well, maybe also look at these springs. That's just... No. Bad. Actually, is that one rusting? That would be bad. Okay. So... why is that getting stuck? Is it getting stuck on goo along here? Where'd the poker go? Well, that's interesting. Feel like there is something that should be moving these. Okay, so it has to be back. They're retaining, being retained by something. What are they being retained by? Also, There's clear evidence that they should be touching this, but they aren't getting anywhere near that. If I pull this back again and then press on one of the keys, yeah, it doesn't even come close to that. So does this rotate down? Actually, is that just part of shift? Where is shift? No, it's not part of shift. Okay, which shift cleaned up the noise over there. Shift does a lot. Change memory, configure the BIOS, got confused, yeah. Okay, I want to figure out this bar. I think that is most likely it. Okay, so the most frustrating PC upgrade experience changed. PC word kept booting, saying it couldn't apply the overclock. You know what the fix was? Pressing the DRAM OK button on the motherboard. That is weird. Yeah, how's it rusting through the oil? Maybe it's not oil. Maybe it's something corrosive. Okay, so what's the deal with this? What is this piece? This connects to the power switch? That's weird. Whatever that is, seems like it is preventing this piece from going down. So my assumption currently is that this piece must rotate down somehow, but this is in the way. It's connected to the power switch in moves. I can't tell. Yeah, that's the end of it right there. So possibly it should move forward slightly more. Maybe this moves back. What is the deal with that piece? So, looking on this side, I can see... Dude, this is just going to be the hardest thing to film this whole time. Oh my gosh. I can see a hinge right there. And this looks maybe like it's all one solid piece. Oh, hello. No, clearly not. What is that? That would reset any keys that are currently being pressed. Okay, we're really onto something there. Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure the red stuff's all rancid oil. Yes. Okay. Now, moving it on that side, it does move, but it doesn't move on this side. Ooh. Hold on, something just popped over there. Hold on. Whoa! What was that? Okay, that went up. What if... Ooh! Okay. That... I think that actuates the hammer. This comes down when that happens.
As tier 1 and says, end of line.
What is this failing to do then? Interesting. Spyro the Proto, thank you for the tier 1 sub there and for 31 months. I very much appreciate that. All right, we're close to something. What's the deal with this? That's like a thing. Why does it move sideways? Attach the lid, something shuts the motor off. No, because the motor runs constantly. It's literally not possible to have the motor turn off. So I think that's tab. No, that's tab, I think. Yeah, that's tab. So with that held, this should go. I'm just going to try to keep my fingers out of here. Okay, yeah, so that moves. Beautiful. Okay. So then to be clear, I'm pretty sure that is trying to make it strike. So in there would be the ball. Hold on a second, I got an idea. This is this thing. Is there any footage on this? It says format, so probably not. Oh, I got an idea. Is that a brush motor? I have no idea. It's got plenty of power. It's not... This is... My suspicion is something has oil on it that's holding it somewhere, so it can't move. There's two pieces of metal that slide right next to each other like that. They have capillary action of bad oil holding them together, and it's preventing one lever from moving that would actuate everything. That's my suspicion. Okay. Hold on. I want to try 1080p and HFR 120. Okay. Hold on. Recording. Stopping recording. Wait a minute, did it not try? Hold on. Cord. Moving out of the way. Okay. Should be 3 here. Okay, so that... There it is. Boom. Even at 120 frames per second, it was only 1 frame. Come on, where was it? I know I saw it. Oh my gosh. That? I'm dragging a scroll bar by touch. Boom. Okay. I'm 100% confirmed that's striking. Okay. Or convinced. I'm convinced that's striking. Okay, that's excellent. All right. Perfect. So that... These bars should set the position with the wiffle tree nonsense. However that works. I actually have zero clue. Then this... Should that be pressed by the key? Maybe? What happens if I hold a key and force it? It advances. If I don't hold a key, it does advance still. Or does it? No. I'm not sure. I think I might be being weird on it. Okay. All right. So why is this not moving? What is this? That was another stuck thing. Is that spacebar? I bet it's spacebar. No. What key is that? There's some over here that was wedged and stuck. And then Is there one? Ooh, hello. Whatever that is popped up again. Hold on. That is backspace was stuck. Interesting. That one's got to be a special
gave
case.
a tier 1 gift sub to Diagonist. End of line.
What do we got here? So this thing, that's just this, which doesn't move when it's on. Okay. Chloe, thank you for the gifted sub there. Let's see, who came up with this monster? Juki. But this is pretty standard fare for a typewriter, honestly. There's nothing that outrageous here. Oh! These are totally service feet holes right there. I nearly guarantee that. Okay, that's cool. All right, we got some weird tooth nonsense going on over here, but I have a feeling that whatever that deals with, we're not even getting to that. The any key, quite literally, is this. That's the any key. Also, I should stop doing that. It's chewing up my my spudger. Good thing I'm not doing it with my finger. Okay, what is this? I think that might... No, what is that? That's a static bar. That's just structure. Okay. So that's nothing. This is, I think it's just being slightly held. Those are probably like the number row or something. Yeah, okay. All right. What do we got? Okay. So this, yeah, it would move forward, but it does not want to. That is solid metal mount. Determine this is unrelated. I'm going to turn it off. What actuates when I push that forward? I don't see anything over there. I suspect, yeah, I was going to whack there. When I press this forward, I hear something over there move. Bye-bye, screwdriver. Okay. Okay. Something over here is moving when I press this in. It's this. This moves. So press in that. This goes forward. And I can push it back, but then I can't push it back one more time. I can cycle power, and then it strikes. Yeah, definitely strikes when this goes forward. Okay. Hair to tangle into it? No. No. If it does, call the police, though. Would love to know what that is about. Oh! That's the release for going backwards. Okay. For some reason, there's also a way of latching it. Strange. That must be for going all the way back. Actually, I'm curious. Hold on. If I push this back, I can't. Well, it's upside down at least. Okay. So this pushes that, and then it folds and it comes back. So what is locking these keys from... I presume the keys should be able to push this all the way back. I think that part that I'm missing. It seems like the keys should be capable of pressing this. So something is universally locking the keys. Is it these? Do these rotate somehow? Is it? What is it? Whatever that thing is, it's super gooey. I don't know what that thing is. Sticky keys enabled. Kind of. We can't even get the keys to move, though, is the problem. What does this piece do? So, can I press on this? Kind of. Yeah, that forces a strike. Okay. So yeah, all of that stuff is fine. What's this? Nah, that moves fine. Yeah, the strikes work. The motor works, carriage movement works, all that works. There's just one thing somewhere that's jammed that's preventing the keys from activating the strike. It's possible that that happened during shipping, that it got like jostled and something just shifted one way. What doesn't work? The keys cannot actuate to the point of activating a strike. That's the problem. There is something somewhere that is preventing them from going all the way to the point of striking. And I'm not sure what it is. So if I press one key up, what is stopping it? I'm going to work from that spot. Let me grab pliers. I want the needle nose pliers. I want to see if I can pull that up. Key lock switch. The case is on. Yeah. So can I pull this higher? No. Where is it locking? Is farther forward right, even? Should it go forward? It seems like it can go forward. Should it move up and forward? Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. I understand a thing. I now know how whiffletree works. I just saw it happen in real time, and my brain said, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, this bar, turn this off, this bar pushes the keys back. These rotate. They push and pull the head to the direction that it needs to go. So the key needs to go up and then forward to actuate this, and then this pushes the key back. Okay. So, something is keeping the key from going up and forward and then pushing those. And I can see every single one of these whiffletree post holder things is cracked due to the shrinking plastic. So that's not ideal. Yeah, something is locking that, but where? It might be up front. Let's look at this from the front down. Somehow I always thought that thing that told the ball to rotate was more sophisticated, but it's still pretty sophisticated. Okay, so very definitely this is bottoming out as far as it can go here. That's it. That's limited right there. But these ones now cannot go all the way down. Only that one key can go down. So there is something else holding the other keys in place. But the one that I pressed is there. Looking better, multimeter and eBay, saw Radio Shack at one point with RS-232 connection, so that's on the way now. I like the way you go, well, that's something I need to own. Yeah. Once you fix it, will it play Doom? Since it's a typewriter, I'm going to go with no.
Schneid subbed as tier 1 and says I can't afford a carriage return. End of line.
Schneid, thank you for the 12 months of tier 1 sub. Not 12 months. For 12 months. I don't, Twitch is so confusing, man. Thank you for the 21 months there. I appreciate that. Okay, so what I need to figure out is how the keys are stopped after one is pressed, and that might give me an idea. Strictly electromechanical? Correct. Yes, there are no digital components, which I'm really disappointed about because I was kind of hoping I could like convert it into a teletype, but you know, I can't. So if I press that, hold on. Well, one other key went forward, probably backspace. Press that. Oh, now it wants to cycle. Hold on. Okay, so if I push this back, I can't do. What is it? I hear it do something. No, it does that every time. It's probably the clutch. Yeah, it's the clutch. Oh, I can't press the key. I can press it. No, I can't press the key while it's off. Really? Maybe oil or grease that made it stuck. That's most likely it. Black Jam. Or Dutch Black Cat, my apologies. That the dilemma is figuring out where did it. Yeah, so that should move back. That would press all the wiffle trees. It gets pushed back. Okay. This one's tough. Needs a lot of solenoids to make it a teletype? Yes. It's really weird to me how cycling it like that has not cleared whatever it is. It must be really jammed, whatever it is, wherever it is. I don't have the faintest clue of what it is, though. Did that just move backwards? I don't think that's moving as much as it should. So if I press that down, that seemed good at first. I'm holding the space bar and just trying to get it to actuate. That seemed kind of okay. And then it gets kind of gummed up here. Wait a minute. That's clearly not very consistent. And then hitting enter. Okay, that does work at least. That moves consistently, and then it stops. It's so close, man. It's so close. No, the clutch is fine. What is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a moment. I'm onto something here. It's this. Where this thing is. Ooh. Okay. So this gets pulled. That is somehow it. What is this moving? Okay, that's stuck because it didn't move far enough forward. We're super close. That's working. One key press per strike right there. Okay, that was not one. I don't know what this thing is, but I think this is it. Yeah, some keys should auto-repeat. I don't know about the audio desync. Okay, so this should clear, but it doesn't. That's... What is this? It could be that the carriage is not moving freely enough. Yeah, no. Because there it's locked. If I cycle it, it doesn't reset that like it should, though. Yeah, applying pressure to just the carriage does not solve it. This is close. Oh, it's so close. It's definitely a sluggish lever or something like that somewhere. Because everything just has goo on it. But we need to characterize what is failing. Is it this? If it is this, then how? Because here I think it's jammed something over here. That won't work until I force cycle that. Even then, this won't actually work until I pull this. So, oh, that's different. Why is that not moving? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Well, that might have been me. Oops. I almost killed it. I definitely didn't do it any favors. The string is off of this pulley. That's not good. And it was getting chewed up by a gear. So it's a little weaker in one spot there now. That's not ideal. I don't know why it's continuing there and not stopping now. This bar is still forward. What's holding it back? So this spring pulls this back. Okay. Must be something that latches. You know, actually, it's possible it just doesn't like running upright. And that I unjammed whatever it is, and that would be fine if I just put it down. Will this stand on its own? No. Okay, so we're not out of the woods yet. I still have to do that. So, if I reached in there and pulled that cable, I bet it would work. Yeah, so there. Is this properly attached? I'm not convinced that it's rotating. I want a lowercase s. Let's put the platen back in. And put a piece of paper in there and then just see what impressions we get. I'm not going to put the ribbon in. Oh, you know what? Let's put the guide back in. Where did I put that? Where's the page guide? I'm not allowed to lose parts. Where did I put it? So there's a metal piece that goes down in here. I don't know where I set it. It's, you know what? It's unnecessary. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's 100% working. This just can't pinch. It's also not advancing as much as it should. It is absolutely working, though. Okay, so that was supposed to be the word this. You can clearly see the T and the S. If I get the light at an extreme angle here. Yeah, well, kinda. Yeah, you can see the impressions. It's definitely leaving impressions and rotating correctly. So that is working. Okay. No, you can't. You're lying. I don't care. All right, moving on. What that tells me is the ball is fully rotating correctly. Yeah, so once it's something to do with the string. 100%. So if I got down in there and pulled it, actually maybe not even that way. Hold on. If I did, no, I can't do anything there. I have to get in here, pull this, and then it will work. So I see over here, when I'm pulling the string, there's this bar. That, right there, where that nut is. If I just pull on that, that good? No. But if I pull the string, that moves. Then I can type or whatnot, enter, and it comes back. What is that going towards? I think, you know what? Hold on. That might be what keeps this from moving, because it goes into that mechanism. So it's not that. What gets moved by pulling on that? You know, maybe we're looking in the wrong area. Maybe this has more to do with the cable spool back in here, wherever it is. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's way back in there. It's this thing. Yeah, that's the cable spool. So what does that do? It kind of barely rotates. And then enter. So what if... Wait, what's this? What is that thing? All right, let's watch this when I pull on the string. So I'm gonna pull the string and watch that. I swear I didn't see anything happen. I'm gonna remove the platen. We don't need to beat it up. Oh my gosh! It's actually tearing a hole through the paper, typing on the same spot over and over again. That's why you don't leave the platen in. Also, I think I had the platen in backwards, but it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, so this rotates forward. I have no idea what the black thing and the copper band do. I cannot hold the key to keep typing, so if that's supposed to be a feature, that's not working. Okay, I'm going to press enter. It returns, but then this doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to try and watch this one more time as I pull the string. That spool does not move. Where's the string coming from? Hold on, this gets weirder. So when I press enter, this moves, but it needs to move back. That's moving inconsistently. And then this needs to go farther forward, and then it's good. Hello. What is that interfacing with? Okay, slowing. Ooh. Intriguing. Double letter keys, maybe dash or underscore. I can try dash. Dash does not. Underscore does not. Space should. There we... Oh! Oh, it's one of them fancy ones. No. Yes. Okay, so... These won't do it then because you can't push them down farther, but... Fancy pants spacebar can. Okay, I think it's this. I'm not sure if this is... sticking? Why does this not roll back? Hold on. Wait a minute. I see another thing. When this rolls back, oh my gosh, it's like 12 layers of stuff in this. There we go. This thing. Right there. Okay? That geared tooth thing. Okay? I'm gonna hit enter. It does, or hit, this is enter. It slides over, and then it doesn't move back. Should that move? Is that the problem? Or there are like 12 things that are all attached to each other with levers, and just moving one of them fixes it. Okay. Kind of know what all is in here. Let me try this. Oh, this is the other side of that part that was on the slide rail that I showed on the other side. So that's not it. It's still, yeah, it's this gear down there. Okay. This was still cheaper in a computer? Yes. In a computer, yes. In a printer, no. Is there a big clock spring on the outside of the coils of string? Clock spring. I don't know. Oh, you're saying that copper band could be a clock spring? I don't know. The problem, though, is if when I am typing, this is moving inconsistently. So there's almost always some slack that I can push. Like you saw, it did not move enough there. So this controls the spacing of the characters. So actually, let me, hold on. I and M. Okay, so this is a small space character. Okay, it moves a little, and then a big space character would move a lot. And it's not moving enough. Actually, this is going to be monospace typewriter. Never mind, I was thinking it was proportional space, like an idiot, like it was fancy or something. But this is not moving like it should. Why? Problem is there's so many things involved with this. I don't know what is causing the friction. No, it's not missing a tooth. It's just slow because it stays in track. So let me explain this as I understand it so far, okay? Over here is the spool that holds the string that moves the carriage. There are two sides of the spool. I haven't actually said this out loud yet, but there are. If I get this, try to focus on it in there. There is a black side and a white side. The black side provides string as the carriage moves from the left to the right. The white side takes the string up. They move independently. So if I move the carriage, the black side and the white side are desynced. So it's possible that they shouldn't do that because I think do they spin opposite directions? No. No, they don't. Pretty sure they spin the same way. But there's that. Okay. Then the string comes off of the black spool and it goes onto this horizontal spool. It then runs all the way over to the other side of the typewriter. Okay, all the way over to here. Wraps around this, which is part of resetting the typewriter back. So it comes over. I don't know why. And then this has to relieve pressure from the black side in order for that to return to where it should be. And then the other side of this is hard mounted to the carriage. Okay. So the other string is on this. It's not really a spool. It's just some kind of mount with tooths positioned so you can adjust how long it is. That's weird. But that's the other side of the string. Yeah, every time it doesn't move, all of the slack is on the providing side. Well, I know it's interfacing with a gear on the spool. I just don't understand where the tension is. Something somewhere is either not providing motion, but I think it's providing motion because, I mean, it moves, or it is providing drag. So I don't know where the issue is that's providing drag. That's the problem. And because we have so much stuff involved in here, it's not easy to say lubricate this part and then it's solved. I think I do want to go for a Hail Mary, though. I don't think it's a snap part that's not engaging. Everything works. Every single part is doing its job. All right, here's the one thing I'm going to try. Lubrication related, after I make this thing refocus. Okay. I'm going to take 3-in-1 oil, and I'm just going to put it on the inside of this gear. I can see that gear from here too, actually. It's this. Could, in theory, also be this one. Sorry, focus. Okay. It's not the clutch having inconsistent friction. It's not, it's nothing electrical or motor related, because that all is very, very solid. There shouldn't be drag between the spool and the copper thing. There isn't. That's, the spool is split in half. Can I remove this? Hold on. If I can remove this, this will make a lot more sense here. What is this thing? I feel like this is only on here for this plastic part. Okay. The spool is 2 halves, all right? Actually, this helped tremendously. These move independently. They're not one piece. This does appear to be a clock spring. So that has constant tension. This should turn when the carriage moves. This whole set of gears, but they're not consistently turning like they should. And then something happened. Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay, well now it's not going again. This might be my fault though. Related to the plastic thing. Okay, so this moves up. And it's not moving like it should. Yeah, so applying any pressure at all to that makes it work consistently. So where is the friction? Is there supposed to be so much slop slack? There really isn't. That's fine. The problem is when I press it, it's not moving. So it could be that there is a lubrication issue here, although that doesn't seem like it. That, I don't know. Could be here, could be this. Oh, that feels really good. That does not feel as good. I think it's this thing. Here's what I want to put more here. I really think it's this gear. Yeah, and then that doesn't work. It's got to be pushed back. We're super close here. Can you wind the clock spring with a funny metal piece? No, there's a screw right here I could remove, but removing the screw to the clock spring seems like a super bad idea. It's probably going to be something really simple, really dumb. Maybe. The thing is, it seems slow. Wait a minute, does it only seem slow in a certain area? Okay. Is the clock spring responsible for carriage return? So carriage return is fine. Carriage return always works great. But I don't know. Let's see if we can figure it out. So redo that. Yeah, that's not spinning as much as it should. It should be spinning way, way more. Nah, there's no way. There's no way that's responsible for that. I don't know why that moves. Probably just random. I don't think there's enough force in that. I think that's only to move this take-up spool. Use space and focus moving. What happens when you apply more tension to the white? It does nothing. I'm pretty sure this is only for taking up the spool as it moves. And I think I can, yeah, slightly separate the white and black spools. There is a gap. That does pretty much stop the black one from moving. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if lubrication on the black one could be the issue. It's just so hard to tell since everything is all right next to each other. Yeah, so I don't think it's the carriage dragging, but if I apply pressure there, it will work. It is possible, but I don't think so. Because that... Maybe that didn't seem all that smooth. Hold on. Well, actually, no, it can't be that. Because this, the carriage is not moving. There it is. So that's not it. Because it drags without carriage movement. So there the carriage is stalled. Actually, even applying force to the carriage does help. I mean, it doesn't hurt to oil the carriage. I don't think that's going to be it, though. Because, again, this... Yeah, it's clearly not that. Alright, I want to try a thing. It's probably going to work, just because it's basically the same, although this is going to be really hard. Assisting the spring by pushing on the gear. I mean, yes, that just makes it work. If I press down on the gear, it works perfectly fine, although that jammed. If I press on this one, which is a little more consistently easy to do, yeah, it works great. Until it gets stopped. Ooh, it's not... Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm not making my own problem here, am I? Wait a minute. No. What happens if I do this? Yeah, it still doesn't work. Anyway, let me try this. Ah. So yeah, it does not take a lot of force. And then for giggles, it has enough to do that, but then it doesn't reset. All right. So then if I rewind it and make it go up. Yeah, no thank you. Oh, gosh. Sorry, typewriter. Okay, for giggles, that works, and it did not have enough force to reset it. Okay. Feel like a reset is a separate issue? I don't. I think, here's my current thought of where we're at, all right? This is keeping it from moving consistently, and that is also separately the only thing that resets that. You know, what if this is just like not being activated at all by something that should be getting activated? That? Wait a minute. Okay, well, this is interesting. I've tried percussive maintenance already. I don't know what the PAL is. So this is a brake that makes this run backwards. But then it doesn't run forwards again after, which is how you get it to go into the correct mode. That gets put down when enter is pressed, but then it does not redo everything else. So this is just like a bunch of rings or something? This is a spring. What? Wait, this is a spring. Okay, first thing I want to do, relubricate this. I don't like this spring. There is something trying to pull that forward. But it can't do it. That direction is normal. And then that direction catches. What? This can never spin backwards. But there's some kind of connection there. This is weird. Yeah, that gear's fine. It cannot be a gear missing teeth because everything works perfectly fine. The only inconsistency is the speed, which works when assisted. There's clearly a bad lubrication issue somewhere. I'm concerned that of whatever's going on inside of this, though. I'm nervous that it's this. I have no idea how this thing works. I think that's a metal gear. This one's obviously plastic. What is this gear? Oh, I think that's shift. Yeah, that's shift. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's too much friction somewhere. This should move backwards of what it's seemingly resting on, which is weird. Man. Whatever is going on here is just nuts. How about the spring? So the spring is attached here through a hole in whatever this piece is. On the other end, it's loose. What is this white part? Is this gear? It's hard to tell. Okay, there's a black spot right there. A black spot appears to have moved. Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch along this portion of this. I think this is connected to this gear, and I want to see if a hole is visible anywhere, if this is supposed to be connected to that or not. I'm not seeing anything. Because I could be convinced this is broken. But it's also part of the brake. So this goes down onto this. And then somehow doing that makes return happen. Because, yeah. But then this does not, excuse me, spin back. So somewhere in here, yeah, right there, that's a split where it goes from this metal ring to that white part of the gear. Strain given added to the gears, help it overcome some friction. No, so this brake activates return somehow. I'm frankly not fully sure how. Maybe I should try and figure that out. But this now needs to be pushed forward, which can happen without power. Here's the other weird thing, okay? Look at the direction this gear spins versus this one. When I advance this, they go opposite. I don't even know how that's happening. There's some planetary gear system or something in there. That's super weird. And if there is a planetary gear system in there, is it possible that it's just full of bad oil? Can we see into that? No, not even close. So we have this compression thing here. What happens if I raise this? What does this do? Nothing. Okay. But it also slips. So that always spins. Oh, that activates a hit. That's a strike. And then not a strike. Oh my gosh, this is weird. Wait a minute, hold on. So this, you release, that moves forward, this pulls. Okay, and this keeps spinning, and I feel like that what is really tough. Should have reset it. So this slides forward. This rotates. Are there any gears on the platen that drives from the other side? No. There's just cams that move positioning. Okay, so this is spinning. This channel, which, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to wipe that out, actually. Needs to be flushed with soapy water? Maybe. I don't know how. So there's a channel here. It's like impossible to get it to show up on camera. But there's a groove. It's actually impossible to get to show up. I'm going to put a paper towel in this. Oh, that's a lot of goo. We'll try to clean the whole thing. I'm a little apprehensive about putting like the electric motors and stuff in there. So I'm getting some stuff out of there. I don't think it's going to be it. Whoa, that was a lot. I think there's a lot of metal shavings down in that end suspended in the oil. Yeah, I don't think that'll make a difference. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah. Let's try and compare H printers, eBay prices. Use cheap brother printers. Infinity F, why refill skyrocket in price? I mean, we could try that tomorrow if you want. How about a Canon Pixma tank printer? You want to try a repair on that? We just actually ran out of time here. I swear it's something inside of that. Oh, that was interesting. So there's a clutch here of some kind. And this spins the opposite direction really easily. Yeah. There's something wonky going on, man. It's got to be in this. It's got to be inside of there. More server stuff tomorrow? I don't know. That depends on you, I think, actually. I don't know. It's got to be in this. That depends on UPS. All right. So we're waiting on 2 layers of shipping to determine what will happen tomorrow. Honestly, I wanted the printer video to happen next Friday. I was kind of hoping we'd fix this. We at least have an idea of where the problem is. It's in this somehow. I am extremely nervous about trying to take this apart. I will look and see if I can find any kind of service manuals or stuff. I don't think so. One good thing here, I haven't talked about this. The one cartridge I have for ribbon is bidirectional. So I can at least keep trying to use it without trying to do anything stupid. Over here, one of these levers, I don't know exactly which it is. It's probably this one. No. So no, that's impression strength. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Changes the direction of this. Maybe it's just that based on how empty the spool is. But anyway, so I can keep reusing the same ribbon. Speaking of brother, you gonna buy that any of the that other typewriter? So it's actually more than one digital ice age. Look up Sears Correctosphere for another. I don't know. I'm undecided. Maybe. It's going to make me really itchy to get my Olivetti working, if so, though. So, all right. This is better than it was when we started today. So no matter what, some progress. And if I don't put this shield back on, technically I can make it work, because I can just manually advance those gears. I really wish I knew what was going on, though. Because, I mean, obviously it's bugging the snot out of me. Because I would really like it to work. For those of you who may not have been here during the beginning of this is a Sierra Juki, or a Juki Sierra typewriter. And the thing that is very significant is that the type ball is an official IBM type ball compatible system. This particular one just happens to be a Juki brand one, which is super cool. But it is 100% IBM compatible as a typewriter, which is hilarious. And as far as I'm aware, it is the only clone of a Selectric, which makes it super cool. They're fairly rare, but they're not ridiculously rare. I think I've seen 3 of them ever. And I've been searching for a number of years. This was just the first one where it made sense to try and buy it. It was broken before I bought it. So there's, you know, but we're close. We're really, really close here. So hopefully we can get this working at some point, because it would be really nice to have this one in the collection and working. So, other non-Latin type balls. There are some insane type balls. Yes. Any progress in the desk view X front? No. You know, Hiram, I'm gonna send you a DM on Discord real quick, like, because I'm not sure if you get access to stuff, because I got a thing that I wouldn't mind you having advanced access to. Let me just do this all real quick like here. There you are. All right. What I do? Oh, you sent something. That's what you did. So yeah, all right. Just out of curiosity, okay, for planning, do you guys want to see me return to this to try and fix this? Is that something you'd be interested in? Because I really don't know what we have to do. I'm afraid it is tear apart that weird, complicated, possibly planetary gear system thing. So I don't know how that's going to go. I would love to find a service manual. I suspect it either doesn't exist or it's in Japanese, but, you know, maybe pictures are good. But yeah, just out of curiosity. Okay, that's 4 yeses. Okay. All right, well, then we will return to this at some point. Maybe whatever day this weekend. I don't get mail. Yeah. It's difficult to, you know, this typewriter stuff. I don't think we've done any typewriter stuff on stream outside of the ones that are just actually computers pretending to be typewriters. So this is a little different, and I'm not as good at the mechanical stuff, and the mechanical stuff is a lot harder to troubleshoot, as you've seen today. So, but we'll give this another shot one day this weekend. We'll see what we can figure out. I'm not going to put this back together yet. I'm real optimistic, though. Oh, I jammed it. Just advancing that worked. 2 at once. Interesting. Oh, this thing's so cool. Okay, I gotta stop. All right. Good day, Internet. Hello, Raiders. We're about to end stream, but I'll just give you a little look here. We were working on this typewriter, which is really close to working. I'll share the info on the mailbag list. There isn't a list. I think I credited you in the stream. Maybe. No, it was in the last mail video, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in the last mail video. They were credited. Yes. Oh, you mean on the mailing list for the thing? Yeah, you can do that. Anyway, good day, internet viewers. This is not an IBM typewriter, but it is IBM Selectric compatible, which is super cool. It's a Juki Sierra. The something over here is sticking, though, and we've been trying to solve that all day. We got it dialed or narrowed down to this area there, at least, though, finally. It's almost working. we're close. So we'll have to figure this out another time this weekend. It's kind of funny to push them like this. It feels like striking the hammers manually on a piano. Anyway, we're going to have to call it there. Oh, Hiram, don't share it until tomorrow. If you were going to do that. No, it's going public tomorrow. Do it then. If it's too late, all right, it's fine. But yeah, don't do it now. Later. But yeah. Oh, it's driving me nuts. We got so close. You know what could be interesting? Okay. Next time we come back at this, new idea just hit me, okay? New idea. We should try to rule out if it is this. We can disconnect this from that. We can disconnect the string. It might be a bad idea, but then we could feel how freely this moves by itself. So that could give us the answer, because if this is sticking anywhere, which it's really hard to say whether or not it is, that could be the problem. So, yeah. Hate it when an idea hits me. We'll see if we can figure that out. Okay, we're gonna call it there. I still don't think that's it, because that moves so smoothly, but maybe it's just like a super strong force that pulls that back. I don't know. All right, we're gonna have to call it there. Let me run or switch to the outro here. Okay. Well, we made progress. We definitely made progress. Today, when we started, it couldn't even actuate at all. Anything, okay? We got it to the point where it is striking with the keys. We have made significant progress. Somebody gooed it all up with bad oil, though. That's rancidified, and it's all, like, stuck and gooey in there. So that's really not helping. I think it's just on the edge of being recoverable. We just have to figure out what particular part somewhere is gooey and stuck. And man, they got oil on things that just shouldn't bother with. Like, there's the rollers that hold the paper on the other side. There's oil goo on that. It's so bad. But yeah, we'll come back to this. I really, really, really want this thing to work, because it's super cool and weird, and I like this. I like the Selectrics. So it'd be cool to have the fake Selectric working. It's like the Laser 128. It's the only legal clone. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, you may want to follow to be notified when I go live again next. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But that's going to be it for today. And enjoy a correct, relevant printout. Bye.